Good evening, everyone. It's recently come to my attention, it's come to my realization that a number of my colleagues at work, and a number of people in general, because my colleagues and the clientele at work, believe in a number of conspiracy theories. Now, the customers who've spoken to my colleagues, I can't say what their opinions are, but my colleagues certainly seem to believe that all of these conspiracies go back to a new world order which will be emerging soon, but currently they're veiled under our democratic government system and America's democratic system, and I forget which other nations are incorporated into this. But basically, all the political parties are a sham and such. Okay. So the first conspiracy we discussed was, they told me that the swine flu virus was engineered by man. When I asked them about why, they said it was part of population reduction. I forget the exact name, but there was a Wikipedia page I checked up on. This is the same project that causes changes in the weather and using the HARP project, causes earthquakes and hurricanes. Did Hurricane Katrina and the recent disasters in Haiti, though I don't know not many people actually think that was part of the conspiracy thing, but the point, anyway, I asked them, that's odd, because if the intention of the swine flu virus was to kill people, then why didn't they make the virus fatal and lethal? Instead, they have the understanding of the human cell and the understanding of viruses, and able to cultivate this virus to be compatible with this human cell, but they didn't know how to make it fatal. Not that I'm an expert in science, but I would think that if someone had the knowledge to cultivate such a virus, they would also know what would be fatal, what infection to a human cell would cause death. And swine flu didn't kill many people, at least in proportion to the amount of people that have been infected by it. So, unable to give me an answer, the guy in hysteria just went onto a load of other conspiracy theories, pretty much dodging my question. So if anyone has anything to add to that, for or against it, please let me know. Was the virus mutating off a pig all a sham that the conspirators got the media to lie to us about? What was next? Coming next. Okay, as I mentioned before, the HARP. I forgot what it stood for exactly. Hold on. Damn it. Sorry about that. The High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, which I didn't know anything about until today, I looked it up, is apparently could be responsible for the Haitian earthquake. Now, looking up information about it, it was something that could potentially affect electromagnetic fields and could affect clouds, allegedly. I don't know how it would affect tectonic plates, but then I'm not all that informed on how radio waves work and what their potential is, so I'd be glad to know how, but certainly I couldn't find anything official on it. And the other thing, I did do a lot more research on this. 9/11 being an inside job. It was an inside job apparently. The New World Order needs to crash the economy. This was one of the means of doing it. And they need to invade oil-wealthy countries. This is another way of doing it. Okay. The collapse of the North and South... the collapse of the Twin Towers was a controlled demolition. Apparently, I looked this up. Why did the towers fall in such a way? The Twin Towers were quite unique in that they didn't have an inner concrete core or outer concrete encasing, and it was just steel parameters and steel girders, and the fireproofing was damaged by the plane's impact of it, which caused more fires. The steel was not melted, it simply was hot enough though to lose its strength. I believe its strength wanes when it's heated to 1100 degrees Fahrenheit, and temperatures were recorded to be 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. Not that it needed to melt to break, that's sort of a straw man. Oh, and the guy who didn't know at work who I had the argument with just plucked an umbrella out of his arse, essentially. He said that steel doesn't melt into 5,000 degrees, 2,725 degrees, or was it 750? Somewhere in that region is the actual melting point of steel. But anyway, anyone wishes to comment, that'd be great, because evidently I haven't remembered too greatly a whole day's worth of studying. I think that just about covers it for now. This is just, on one hand, this is just such a bloody waste of my time to be debunking these theories, but at the other time I'd like to kind of just ensure that I keep an open mind and I allow these conspiracy theories to be debunked or refuted on their own merit and not on what sounds implausible. You know, like this nebulous entity which is so powerful that it's managed to pull the veil over the eyes of the media and, well, most of the public, yet is so incompetent that it's managed to allow independent investigators to circulate videos everywhere on the internet about their true colours. Okay, my arm. It's hurting my arm to hold the camera like this. I've got to get a desk to press my camera on. Right, I guess to be continued, and have a good night. Happy voting, people, tomorrow. The Guardian have done a nice roundup, a comparative review of all the manifestos on their website. If you care, but you might think that it's all a waste of time and that the whole election is a facade anyway, put forward by the New World Order. The colleagues at work think that that's the case. In fact, this whole discussions even, came about when I asked, have you decided who you're going to vote for? And then they said to me, oh, voting's just a waste of time, politics is just a scam to make money, it's just a business, and soon the New World Order will, and then it went off into the tangent, and the various conspiracy theories were brought up, hence the making of this video and all the research I've done today. Okay, I'm going to go to bed. Good night.